If we don't have a clear idea of who we are, how can we show people who we are? Like, if I do not know who Bria is, how am I supposed to communicate and show who Bria is to other people?
What is up, everybody? Welcome to We Lift Big. I am your host, Bria Gabor, personal trainer, video podcast personality, and award-winning performer. My mission is to educate, entertain, and enact a stronger, happier you. Because when we put in the work to achieve habits for lifelong health and self-love, we open ourselves to the amazing opportunities that come with a life well lived. New content coming out weekly, so I need you to get up, fasten your shoes, and lift big.
Welcome to another episode of, you guessed it, We Lift Massive. I'm just kidding, we lift big. Anyhow, I hope that you all are having an awesome start to your week. And today, for our motivational, insightful, mindful episode, whatever you want to take from this, whatever you draw from this, we are talking about transparency, and this is part of my relationship connection series. And so about a week ago, I started this series talking about how we value ourselves depicts what kind of relationships we have in our lives. And so if we want to have beautiful relationships, it's important that we hold ourselves to a beautiful value. And this is another chapter in that series. When I was doing research for this podcast, I love dictionary definitions. The definition of transparency, I love this. Transparency, the condition of being transparent. Thank you, Google. It's exactly what I was looking for. And so I took it a step further, of course. It's like, okay, what is being transparent mean? And I love this definition. Transparent, a material or article that allows light to pass through so that an object behind can be distinctly seen. I saw this and I immediately had a million things that I wanted to say. So here's the deal. A material or article that allows light to pass through. So when we are growing our transparency muscle, we want to be vulnerable and open enough with ourselves to allow light to pass through so that we can be seen. We want to be able to accept ourselves enough. We want to get to a point that we can allow the light to come in, because there are so many things in life, especially as you continue to grow. I am only 26 years old, and I can tell you I have way more filters and armor on than I did when I was 22. Life just has a beautiful and unfortunate way of doing that. What fogs up the glass? If we want to get to a point in our lives where we are able to be clear enough with ourselves to allow light and opportunities and friendships and all of these things to not only come into our lives and shine through the glass, but also see us for who we truly are. How do we do that? What fogs up the glass? If we don't have a clear idea of who we are, how can we show people who we are? Like, if I do not know who Bria is, how am I supposed to communicate and show who Bria is to other people? Right? You know, maybe we're afraid of judgment from others. There's people that we meet in life where we're like, man, like this person seems like a really cool person. I want to make sure I'm on their good side. And it's so easy to almost chameleon our way into relationships. What fogs up the glass? I think the first step to building transparency, being comfortable being transparent and vulnerable in your life, is to take time to know who you are. What do you like? What do you value? What do you dream about? What gets you excited? What pisses you off? Like, you need to know these things about yourself. You can't just let other people dictate that for you. Like, that's not their job. That is your job. You decide those things. And that's amazing. I mean, you have the freedom to decide what you like and what you don't like, and what brings you joy and what makes you cry, and what do you want to be for your whole life. We have that choice. Why are we giving those choices to other people? Why are we letting other people fog up our glass and put filters on our glass of who we think that we're supposed to be? When you know who you are and you understand that you are going to evolve, and that's okay, because you're constantly going to seek clarity about who you are and what you want and what you dream about, the people in your life who come to surround you in your life are going to reflect those similar things, and they're going to prefer your glass transparent. They are going to prefer the real you. And in the same way, it is important for us to seek out relationships where people are also being transparent with us. There is not a more beautiful thing than being able to look at someone so close to you and having an understanding of who they are and knowing that they're not putting on a filter just to please you. So I've been diving into my recent audiobook, which is called Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. She talks a lot about vulnerability. I haven't gotten too deep into the book so far, but just everything that I've been picking up talks about vulnerability. Brene Brown has studied vulnerability for over a decade, and just the crazy phenomenon of just how we tend to grow up with fear of vulnerability. And there's very real reasons for that, because it's impossible to go through life and not have someone hurt us or someone cheat us or backstab us. That is an unfortunate thing that happens in life. And so when those things happen, we tend to want to start painting filters over our glass, or fogging up our glass a little bit, or letting people in really slowly. And I'm not saying that we should just let everybody in. Like, there's a very real reason that we let some people in more than others, and we allow more transparency with some people than others. And that is up for you to decide who in your life is truly there for you. You'll be able to write their names on a 1-inch Post-it note, and it's okay. We don't have to paint this beautiful image to absolutely everyone in our lives. There's going to be people who see this rose-colored glass version of ourselves. There are going to be people who see us as a fogged glass, because we understand it can't unfortunately be a clear glass with everyone. But here's the thing. Here is the one person that you need to be completely clear with, crystal clear, and that is yourself. You need to be able to see yourself crystal clear. And you know what? I'll be the first to say that I'm totally not there yet. I have spent the last 2 to 3 years of my life realizing just how fogged and faded and rose-colored my glass has been. And I am still trying to clean my glass. And I will probably for a long time. If you are again seeking to have these beautiful relationships in your life, it is important to take time to be with yourself and know exactly who you are. Know the people in your life who love who you are, and reveal yourself to them. Allow your light, the light of the universe, to shine through and connect you with people who are going to love you for exactly who you are. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you are getting as much out of this as I am, because I literally, again, I looked up this definition and just had a million things that I wanted to say about it. I hope it all makes sense. I can be a little bit all over the place, but you know what? That's me, and I love me, and I love people. I want to help people. I want to bring people value. That's why I work as a personal trainer. That's why I make these podcasts, is because I want to help people, and I want people to see the light in themselves themselves. I want people to be transparent with themselves and just love themselves. Like, we all deserve to love ourselves. We are these crazy, amazing organisms that walk the earth and have connections with other beautiful, crazy organisms. Like, that's wild. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will be in touch with you in a few days to answer some of your fitness health questions. I'll talk to you then. Peace.